Hello, fellow Gundam fans and other mech fans. My name is Good Oyster. Welcome back to another review today. Today we're going to be reviewing the Demi Garrison, the combat mobile suit version of the Demi Trainer in which Mobile Suit Gundam Witch Mercury. Uh, so there's not, as far as I can tell, there's not a lot of background story on the Demi Garrisons. They only show up like a few scenes. They're out mid past the season of the Witch Mercury show. I believe they showed up during the incident with during the first attack with the mercenary group and with the two other Gundam units, and also during when the coup d'état attempt for I forgot the second director's son's name. Basically, he was the one who started the coup d'état, and his followers were captured by the Demi Garrisons. So the Demi Garrisons were, I think, the Demi Garrison, these type of models, I can't. I part of me think is a Glassly um, mobile suit infantry, depending on like how it just reminds me of the Glassly mobile suits. It just looks like a gym in its own way, but different and bulky. It kind of also give you like a tier and type of mobile suit too, like the space tier and with extra stuff on it. Also, this actually particular model has the full set off of like the Demi Trainer and the I want to say choose her Demi mobile suit as well, the one with the mounted sniper on the side of the hilt of the base of the mobile suit, like from right here. But for this mobile suit and this model kit, it has the whole set. Well, I will take that back. The other set from the other for the Demi trainers is that it is equipped. The model package has the like a knife, like a combat knife. But what we have right here is basically a whole combat set for um, lethal, and I'm missing another thing. Oh, I'm missing a goddamn bazooka. Sorry, sorry, but this is a bazooka that it has with the weapon sets. Um, I've been meaning to get the other weapon set for the Demon Trainer. I will review that one pretty soon. But I saw this off of pbandai off of Instagram many months ago, and I've been itching to get it from pbandai. And unfortunately, when I had it on my wish list, it was pre-order was closed, and I was not able to get him. So the only way I can get the Demi Trainer is to get it from eBay. I don't know why, but eBay seems to be the great choice to getting a lot of the P Bandais that are available. There are sometimes the P Bandai models, whether if it's a real grade, master grade, or high grades. Some of them will restock. I mean, re-inventory them, basically like back order log. What I like about this model is that it's fitted for space combat, and also you can fit it for land combat too. Like I said on my video, I do have like the base stand. I will get that later on so that I can make the postures and different movements on it, and hopefully that'll work. Um, these two shoulder armor are I mean, to me, they're like armor on the for not only the armor, but it has some engine thrusters on the side so that it can make some tight turns or maneuvers during in combat. Um, and the head unit is very different. It looks like that it's less. I mean, this one's more bulky than the Demi Trainer, because it's the Demi Trainer is only meant for training combat for students and learn how to pilot mobile suits. Now there were like maybe a few customized Demi mobile suits, like personal Demi mobile suits the show had. Probably like you see like the last second scene from the season 2 of Witch Mercury after season 1. But let's go ahead and equip some of these weapons for you guys. Hold on. All right, so we have equipped the Demi Garrison the long, I want to say at least a sniper rifle or a buster rifle. Um, this thing is kind of unique in its own way. It reminds me of the Buster Gundam with the side blasters or the side weaponry on its hips. The Demi Garrison and the Demi trainers, I honestly don't know if this weapon right here is meant for long range combat. Well, obviously, it's a big ass fucking gun. So, this, I want to say this weapon is obviously is meant for long range. It could be for like a sniping position for like a sniper type Demi Garrison. So from what you can see, it got a little bit difficult for me at first to get at least the right hand to hold the back holster. Sorry, the back hand grip. Um, the foregrip and the hand grip are moves around. So if you want to like move this into a different position, you can on the other side. Um, on kind of interesting way. Like you see the pictures, like how the box interprets. Like when you see the pictures on them, it seems like you can do it on most of them, but sometimes certain models can't do the positions for some reason. Possibly because I might have been done it wrong, but I might have to relook in the manual later and see how I can put it in position. But honestly, I still think it's cool that you can have this model to pretend to be. You can have it pretend to be like a gym sniper or a Zaku sniper if you want to. So let's go ahead and important piece is that this is like a little notch cover. Sorry, it's a little bit fuzzy. So this little part is like the guard piece in front of the Garrison's, basically a crotch. So if you see from where my fat fingernail is pointing at that shading part, that's where you mount it towards the front groin area of the mobile suit. Do be aware when you try to pull it off, it might detach the front groin that keeps the front shield skirts in place. I don't know if that's just mine or just by design. Yeah, just be very careful on it because I don't like breaking any of my models in general. So let's go ahead and switch to the second weapon. Now here's the second weapon set that the Demi Garrison decided to put on is the bazooka. Now I can't now this is just me. I don't know if this bazooka that the Demi Garrisons and the combat versions are equipped with. I don't know if this is like a beam bazooka or hyper beam bazooka or a regular bazooka itself. To me, just by the form of, at least the molting on this rocket launcher, it looks like it shoots rockets because it has like the exhaust part from like regular design of rockets. And part of me just like, look how bulky that is. It kind of looks like a beam rocket launcher or a beam cannon. Like the DOMs, some of the DOMs would actually use the hyper beam rocket cannons or so. That's the ooh, sorry, I turned around without realizing it. That's the interesting part. Now, actually, I'm actually more surprised it's now balanced while holding the rocket launcher. Honestly, when I had it standing on its own, it would not move. I think the backpack, like this backpack, I think without the thruster backpack, it would stand normally, but with it, I think it makes it like an extra weight, and then it'll fall down. But thank goodness for the rocket launcher, it keeps it balanced. All right, next to that. Now, I don't know what are these. I want to assume those are thrusters as well. I probably need to rewatch the show and get to that scene. All right, on to weapon number 3. I know I said weapon number 3, but I decided to throw the beam saber in on him as well, just to make it look interesting with like he's in combat. So this I would consider this a small beam spray rifle, like how the gyms would use during the 1 Year War and the what were the mobile suits from Gundam Age, or even the small carbine rifles for like the daggers. Um, I do like the different style of the hilt of the beam saber. It looks like obviously it looks like it has a front guard to protect the mobile suit from not even going even near the blade itself. Kind of reminds me of like the regular designs of the 1 Year War or any standard beam saber. So like with the hilt guard right there, it looks blocky, but it kind of makes sense because um there's a little I want to say notches or little slides. So in this hole right here where my fat finger is, um there's going to be two pieces to where you're going to be putting onto that thruster backpack and then actually put the beam saber hilts on them. Basically, like the same thing with the Gems or the Gundam RX-78 models would have. I do like the a little bit of redesign of the beam spray. Um, it kind of gives you, well, it's basically the exact same beam spray the Demi trainers have. It's just that it's not this one. It just has lethal mode on it instead of just regular training non-lethal. Comparison between green beams and blue beams or pink beams, that's the one difficult part. All right, now going to the next weapon set or armament. And here is the next armament that we have, or weapon we have. Basically, it's the same, not exactly same, sorry. It's an actual full-size beam rifle, just with a longer extension of a barrel. Now, you're probably wondering why I have it in a hunched over position. I kind of made it look, at least try to look like it was getting ready for like launch on like the launching pads. Um, yeah, just trying to do something at least unique on these positions. Ooh, actually, another thing. I don't know if you guys ever notice. I don't know if the Demi trainer has this or maybe it doesn't. There is a interesting feet feature on the bottom Achilles of their feet. If you see these two nubs, the gray wheel, it looks like wheels. Like you can see them right, pull them, showing close. They look like one of those nightmare frame, like the little side, the like little tire wheels that the nightmare frames from Code Geass would have on their nightmare frames. Um, so I can't remember if the Demi Garrisons or the trainers actually have that same part. I know I have another trainer. I might have to look at it later on. Uh, Now you're probably wondering why, how come that the beam spray gun, I mean the beam spray gun and the longer beam rifle have the green lock-on screen, or at least the green scopes instead of like the rocket launcher, for instance. So the rocket launcher, I did have the sticker for it. Unfortunately, I ended up messing up and the sticker got caught to the coating. It would not let go, so I ended up not using it, and I could have used my paint that you see in the back of my laptop. Probably will do that later. On to the next set. And the final piece for the set is going to be the two shoulder rocket launcher, and sorry, not rocket launcher, missile, rock. Okay, two shoulder missile silos or missile packs on its shoulder of the thruster, and it's two. I want to say it looks like Vulcan beam gun. Let's call it a beam minigun, I guess, or beam small Vulcans. I don't know. Um, Honestly, seeing the Demi trainer or the Demi Garrison using these actually reminds me of the Digimon Terriermon from like Digimon show or the movie. It just reminds me a lot of Terriermons and, and his Gatling guns in his hands. Um, so basically there's not that much to it for the Vulcan hands. I mean they're basically the same size with the ball joint on um, with these fists. Did I hold this thing upside down? Oh, I did. I have that upside down. Well, basically there are like the kind of like the hand size of them, and you just put in a little the ball joint piece in it, and then they'll basically be the new hand for the ball. So actually, I just realized this is pretty dang good for a Demi Garrison to have this. It just reminds me as a gun cannon. Actually, now when I mention that, it would look like a gun cannon or a gun tank. Now that I realize it. Um, Dang. I did not think about how good that is. Now, for the missile silos on its back, I might mark them red for like a little bit of effect in the future. Um, I say a lot of ums in my dang mouth in these videos, I swear. And I can't say so that is going to be it for this model as different positions as I can make it. Gosh dang it, I keep saying Either way, uh, I really love this model. How unique it, how unique. Well, each models are unique. So I highly recommend everyone to if you guys want this in your collection, I highly recommend to get it for your collection or your high grade collection, or just any collection at all, whether it's Gundam related or any other mech related shows. I would recommend this model in your collection, even though that this model case or the box is pbandai, basically premium edition. It's yes, this thing is. I do wish that majority of the models that Bandai would actually make would be like regular models, like the regular ones. But unfortunately, there are rare ones like this to be ended up being a premium model because you can still buy these. I'm pretty sure they still make them. You just have to wait like certain sites to get them back in stock. It might take a while, so um, if you go onto eBay or certain sites, be prepared for a pretty hefty price on them. I don't remember how much I got this. Maybe 40 or 45 bucks. He wasn't cost like that from P Bandai. He was like $18 to $20, and I was going to order him, and then unfortunately, they were sold out or the pre-order was closed, and I wasted too much time, and I ended up missing out on getting the order. I was thinking about getting two, like duplicates, one built, the other one just be a keepsake. I guess that would be a waste of money, but hey, hobbies, right? So, uh, for history on development history for the Demi trainers, I do not know. I know my previous update video that I mentioned I need to start making further research on each models and development history, and also the factions the models are in. So that's going to be a future reference to myself in later on in the future. And I am struggling to get words out of my mouth. But like I said, guys, I highly recommend you guys getting this bottle if you want to in your collection. You don't have to, you don't want to. And if anyone has any questions or any history notification you want to tell me, I'll be happy to read it and listen, or just not listen but read it, and learn something new from you guys. And if you guys have any opinions on the model, I'll be happy to answer any opinions or taking some advice or opinions. And as always, guys, if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, and you guys want to follow for more, hit the subscribe button notification if you want to. And also, if you guys want to follow my gaming channel, I'll be posting the link for my gaming channel if you guys want to watch some gameplay videos. And also, like I mentioned on the update, I will be making some mech-related gameplays on the Gun Review channel, and see if you guys that would spark interest on that. And also, they will be posted on my gaming channel as well. But anyways, guys, I will see you all in the next review. Later.